I love a good space opera, especially if it has a strong female lead character. So naturally, I was pretty excited when I learned about this new audio drama called Beyond the Edge by a company called Vox Machina. Full disclosure, I was provided a review copy of the first episode, and all opinions are my own. This sci-fi series follows Dr. Rowan Mirek, a troublemaking xenarchaeologist who's obsessed with pushing the boundaries of the known universe. The edge of the galaxy is forbidden territory. No one has ever come back from beyond the edge, and those who have tried have either vanished or brought back horrifying tales of cosmic storms or ancient evils. But when Rowan detects a mysterious signal coming from the darkness, she sets course to investigate. I really like the opening scene because it quickly establishes what we, the audience, need to know. The narrator tells us that no one had ever returned from the edge. It was a border marked not by fences or laws, but by the blank silence where the stars ended. It's an abyss beyond the mapped galaxy, so empty that sensors found nothing but static. Most ships that ventured near vanished without a trace. The Council of Species forbade travel beyond it, calling it the abyssal boundary. Their myths spoke of ancient horrors, cosmic storms, or just nothing. But there was one constant in every age. Sooner or later, a human would try to cross it. That human was Dr. Rowan Mirek. I like that we also get introduced to her partner. It's an AI drone named Echo, while they're supposed to be charting asteroid ruins. But she sees something out of the ordinary, a signal, impossibly old, pulsing out of the abyss. The strength of this story lies in the characters. Rowan is brave, headstrong, and determined, but she's also reckless and self-destructive. She's the type of person who charges into danger without thinking twice, which often puts her in harm's way. But she's also brilliant and quick-witted. She uses her knowledge and skills to solve problems and escape dangerous situations. She's the kind of person who doesn't let anything stand in her way of discovery. That reminded me a lot of Captain Janeway from Star Trek. Despite the danger, Rowan is determined to investigate the signal. She turns the ship's nose toward the darkness, despite the fact that her AI companion warns her of the dangers of the abyss, even though the signal is faint and difficult to detect. Rowan is convinced that it's real and that it's worth the risk to investigate. Her determination to uncover the truth is admirable, but it also makes her reckless. As the story progresses, we learn more about Rowan's character and her motivations. We find out that she grew up in the archaeology towers of New Geneva, and that she's always been fascinated by the stars. She's also a bit of a troublemaker, and she's not afraid to speak her mind. In fact, she's even willing to break the law to pursue her goals. For example, when she and Echo reach the abyss, they encounter a derelict ship that's been stranded there for centuries. Rowan wants to investigate it, but Echo warns her that it could be dangerous.
However, Rowan ignores her warnings and boards the ship.
She finds that it's infested with hostile aliens and she has to fight her way out. This shows that she's brave and resourceful, but it also shows that she's reckless and impulsive. In addition to Rowan's character development, the story also explores themes of courage, curiosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Rowan's determination to uncover the secrets of the abyss is admirable, but it also puts her in danger. She's constantly facing the possibility that she may never return home. But she's willing to accept that risk because she's so passionate about her work. The story also touches on the theme of isolation. Rowan and Echo are alone in the vast emptiness of space, and they have to rely on each other for support. They also have to deal with the psychological effects of isolation, such as loneliness and claustrophobia. The story builds suspense effectively. The abyss is a mysterious and dangerous place, and the story keeps the audience guessing about what might happen next. There are plenty of twists and turns to keep things interesting, and the ending is both surprising and satisfying. The story is well written and fast-paced. The narrator does an excellent job of bringing the story to life, and the sound design is top-notch. The music and sound effects are used to create a sense of atmosphere and tension. The score is original and evocative, perfectly capturing the feeling of isolation and wonder that accompanies Rowan on her journey. The sound effects are also used to great effect, creating a sense of movement and atmosphere. Overall, the production values are very high, and it's clear that a lot of care and attention went into making this story. What surprised me was how the creators took a trope I've seen a million times and made it fresh and interesting. For example, the crew encounters derelict alien ships and stations that hint at a vast, complex civilization that existed before the Great Silence, but they don't reveal too much about it. This creates a sense of mystery and wonder, but it also makes the story feel more grounded and realistic. The audience has to piece together what happened to this advanced civilization, just like Rowan does, which makes the story feel more immersive and engaging. There's also a subplot involving Rowan's relationship with the Council of Species, the governing body that controls the galaxy. Rowan is a bit of a rebel, and she's not afraid to question the Council's authority. She believes that the abyss should be explored, but the Council wants to keep it off limits. This conflict between tradition and progress is a recurring theme in science fiction, and it's handled well here. The story also explores the ethics of exploration and the responsibility that comes with discovering new things. Rowan's discovery of the abyssal boundary raises important questions about what we owe to the civilizations that came before us, and how we should interact with the unknown. The story doesn't provide easy answers, but it does encourage us to think about these issues in a thoughtful and nuanced way. Another aspect of the story that I enjoyed is the way it incorporates elements of different science fiction subgenres. For example, it has elements of space opera, adventure, and mystery. This makes the story feel fresh and exciting, and it also appeals to a wider range of science fiction fans. Overall, Beyond the Edge is a captivating science fiction story with a strong female lead character. The story is well written and fast-paced with plenty of action and suspense to keep listeners engaged. The characters are well developed and relatable, and the story explores some thought-provoking themes about courage, curiosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. If you are a fan of science fiction or just looking for a great story with a strong female lead, I highly recommend checking out Beyond the Edge. You can find more information below. Until next time, thanks for watching.